If I were a food blogger, I would share with you how I cook borscht. Borscht is famous soup, and the first ingredient for borscht is the beetroot. Luckily today I am on my parents' dacha or cottage house, and we have the beetroot in our vegetable bed. I will take 2 of them, of the beetroots. One. Look how beautiful it is. The beetroot fresh with leaves, with green leaves, and I will take them in my borscht as well. And the beetroot. I need 2. I will also take from the vegetable bed the parsley, fennel. We don't have it too much, just tiny fennel, green leaves. Then tomato and paprika. We call this kind of paprika as Bulgarian paprika. Bulgarian. And 2 tomatoes for borscht. If I were a food blogger, I would share with you how I cook borscht. Today I cook vegetarian borscht, but all the same principles are for the meat one. You may cook borscht with beef, pork, or even chicken. It's up to you. The ingredients for vegetable borscht are as follows: beetroot with leaves, potato, onion, carrot, cabbage, tomato, garlic, greens. That's probably all. And you need also oil and vinegar, grater to grate carrot and beetroot. As the recipe of borscht is the complex one, I'm aware that all the stuff, all the cooking process will not take just one video. That's why be sure that the second video will be with the process of cooking borscht. Recently, a friend of mine from the university from more than 20 years ago, he asked me whether I still cook that borscht, because this recipe of borscht is something, you must be sure. So the first thing I do, I will peel the beetroot, and before that I've already cleaned it properly, as the good peels I will put in hot water with a spoon of vinegar. Let's start. Why I do this step with the peeled beetroot in the hot water with vinegar? It's because of the color. Later on I will take the pink water with beautiful color of beetroot at the very end and add it into the pot. I will keep the beautiful pink water of beetroot till the very end of cooking borscht. I grate the beetroot on the separate pan. The size of grater is quite big. I add oil on the grated beetroot. Then I add vinegar, as I need to keep the beetroot color, so the vinegar will help me. Or you may use the lemon juice. 2 big spoons of sugar to make it sweet. And a half of spoon of salt. Let's put it 3 power, and we start to blanch the beetroot. Meanwhile, I grate the carrot. I will blanch the carrot with onion, and later on I add tomato and paprika on the separate pan, different one, separate from the beetroot pan. Cut the onion. As for tomatoes, we need to peel them. Cut the tomatoes. And Bulgarian paprika. Bulgarian paprika, it might be red or green, it doesn't matter. I add tomato and paprika into the pan with carrot and onion, and add a little bit of salt. No vinegar, no sugar into this pan. Blanch it simultaneously with the beetroot pan. I noticed that I need to add some water. I will take the hot one into the beetroot as it's too dry, and continue to make it ready. Meanwhile, I've cut cabbage, potato, and now I will clean the beetroot leaves. I understand that we usually don't have the beetroot leaves at home. It's the rare thing, but the beetroot leaves are good for borscht, but not necessary. I've taken only the good ones, young and green, and I will cut them as any greens in small particles. As for the size of cabbage pieces and potato pieces, it depends on a person who cooks. Different people cook soups differently. I prefer this size of potato and something like this for cabbage. As for the queue, it also might be different. Some people, they prefer put cabbage in the first place in the boiling water. I always do it potato first and then cabbage. I put potato in the boiling water, and for 10 minutes it will be solely potato inside the boiling water. 10 minutes gone, and I put the cabbage into the boiling water. And now I tell you the secret. The secret is that 10 minutes when you are boiling the cabbage, the pot should be not covered. No cover for cabbage. It's because of the smell of cabbage. It should disappear. I will boil the cabbage with potato for 5 minutes more, as it hasn't been boiling. Next, I put the blanched vegetables into the boiling water. First, the pan with carrot, onion, tomato and paprika. And I will make it hotter. Now I cover the pot and wait until it boils. I forgot about the beetroot leaves to put them at the end of the cabbage boiling. Now I put them, and let's wait until the mass, the soup, the borscht will boil to add the beetroot itself. Let's wait. Meanwhile, I cut the garlic into the small particles, very small. Or if you have the special stuff which make the garlic cut, you may use it. And there is a secret about the garlic. When you put it into the boiling borscht or any other soup, it will wait until the very end. And now I will put the fennel flour inside the pot. I have put the fennel flour and the beetroot inside the pot, and now we should be very careful. We must not miss the moment when the borscht is boiling, so we keep the color. At this very moment, I add the water from the peeled beetroot inside the pot. And again, don't miss the moment when the borscht will be boiling with the new portion of water. Look how beautiful the color of borscht, and I see the first bubbles. That's why at this moment I add salt, laurel leaves, and the greens. The last step, I made the power less till 2. I take out the fennel and add the garlic. It will be the last step. The last step, I put the garlic inside the borscht, all the garlic, mix it, turn off the power, turn off, cover the pot, and the borscht is ready. Don't boil the borscht when the garlic is inside, maybe just 1 minute or 2 minutes, no more. Or even to be in a safe zone, you may not even boil it with power, I mean the garlic. And thus you have the beautiful color pink or dark red of beetroot and the beautiful smell of garlic, not boiled too much. Ready. The borscht is ready. The color of it is the best, and I must confess that I have the master degree of cooking borscht, and it's from my youth. When I was a student, I got to know the recipe, the best recipe ever, and even my friends from the university, they still remember the taste of my borscht. It's delicious. Again, you may cook it with meat or vegetarian, as I've cooked today. Look at the plate. The recipe of borscht is a complex one. That's why probably the video with the borscht recipe will be in as the unified video into the horizontal long videos. So bon appetit, and now you can cook borscht yourself.